In 1932, twin brothers Elijah Smoke Moore and Elias Stack Moore returned to their birthplace of Clarksdale, Mississippi, after years spent in Chicago's criminal underworld. The brothers come back hardened, wealthy, and determined to build something of their own. With mob money in their pockets, they strike a deal with a local landowner, Hogwood, purchasing an abandoned sawmill, with plans to transform it into a lively juke joint. When Smoke and Stack warn Hogwood that they won't hesitate to protect their property from the Ku Klux Klan, the old man brushes off their concerns, insisting they're being paranoid. Determined to open the club that very night, the twins seek out their uncle, Jedediah, a stern preacher, hoping to recruit his son Sammy, a gifted young guitarist. Jedediah disapproves of the juke joint and the blues it represents, but Sammy can't resist the call of music. He agrees to play, promising he'll still return for Sunday service. The brothers recover a truck they'd stashed earlier and split up to prepare for the opening. Gathering the soul of the night stack takes Sammy along, impressed when the young man plays a tune during the drive. Their first stop is the train station, where they recruit seasoned bluesman Delta Slim, whose music carries the weight of decades. Sammy's eyes are soon caught by Pearline, a married woman whose charm and curiosity draw him in. He invites her to the club, unaware of the danger the night holds. Stack's confidence falters when he encounters Mary, a former lover now married. Old feelings resurface, and though she claims to have moved on, it's clear their connection never truly died. The pair later venture into the cotton fields to enlist Cornbread, a towering laborer, to serve as the club's doorman. Meanwhile, Smoke heads into town, striking a deal with Chinese grocers Grace and Bo Chow to supply food and paint signage for the club. From there, he visits Annie, the woman he once loved and lost. Together, they mourn their deceased child. Smoke returns a mojo bag Annie once gave him for protection. After strengthening it through hoodoo rituals, Smoke asks Annie to join the night's festivities, working the bar and frying catfish. She hesitates, but love and memory win out. A darkness awakens elsewhere, a married couple, Bert and Joan, shelter a mysterious stranger named Remick, who claims to be fleeing Choctaw hunters. Joan scares off the pursuers, but once the danger passes, she discovers the horrifying truth. Remick is a vampire, and Bert has already been turned. Joan soon shares her husband's fate. Music that breaks time. As night falls, the juke joint opens to a packed crowd. Tensions rise when guests try to pay using plantation script, tokens redeemable only at the plantation store, money that will leave the brothers broke. The argument divides Smoke and Stack, exposing cracks beneath their unity. Mary arrives uninvited, refusing to leave despite Stack's demands. Sammy, meanwhile, is stunned when Pearline shows up. When he takes the stage alongside Delta Slim, the music becomes something extraordinary, a song so powerful it transcends time, pulsing through every soul in the room. That's when Remick, Bert, and Joan arrive, asking to join the celebration. Smoke senses something is wrong and refuses them entry. Blood on the dance floor. Mary approaches the trio outside, hoping to help Smoke and Stack financially. Remick reveals his true nature, turning Mary into a vampire when she tries to flee. She returns to the club, seduces Stack with a dance, and drags him into a side room, where she bites him and leaves him dying. Smoke discovers the horror and shoots Mary, but she rises, laughing, and escapes. Stack dies moments later, and the party collapses into chaos. The guests are sent away, unaware of what they've escaped. Cornbread, now turned, tries to re-enter the club. When he attacks Smoke, he's shot, but doesn't stay down. The survivors barricade themselves inside. Stack's voice echoes from the storeroom. Against Annie's warning, the door bursts open, revealing Stack reborn as a vampire. Annie throws pickled garlic, burning him and driving him back into the night. Holding out until dawn, Remick reveals he has turned everyone who left earlier, including Bo Chow. He claims Sammy's music can unlock something ancient and promises eternal belonging through vampirism. Smoke refuses to surrender Sammy. Annie explains the grim truth. Killing Remick won't save those already turned. They must survive until sunrise. One by one, the vampires attack. Grace, Pearline, and Annie fall. Annie begs Smoke to end her life before she turns, and through tears, he does. Delta Slim sacrifices himself, buying Smoke and Sammy time to escape. Outside, Sammy faces Remick alone. In desperation, he smashes his guitar, its silver inlay impaling the vampire. Smoke arrives and finishes Remick, who erupts in flames as dawn approaches. The remaining vampires burn. Away with the rising sun, the last stand Smoke sends Sammy away in the brothers' car, knowing more danger is coming. He prepares for Hogwood, revealed as the local clan Grand Wizard. When Hogwood and his men arrive, Smoke ambushes them, killing many before being mortally wounded. As life fades, Smoke envisions Annie and their child, reunited at last. A legacy of blues, Sammy returns briefly to his father's church, bloodied and broken. When urged to abandon the blues, he instead drives away, music still calling him forward. Decades later, Sammy is revealed as a legendary blues musician. After a 1992 performance in Chicago, he's visited by Stack and Mary, still undead. Stack explains Smoke spared him on the condition he never harm Sammy. They ask to hear one last song from the past. Sammy plays, admitting that despite the horror, that night was the best day of his life. Stack agrees. It was the last time he saw his brother, the sun, and the last time he ever felt truly free.